Hello and welcome to Deft and Dorky. We're going to play some Dungeons and Dragons. Hello,
All of us?
everyone.
Just some of us.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
It's been a
Hi.
while since we were all here. How's everyone doing?
I'm feeling medium.
Trying to remember the voice for my character.
I'm a good solid medium. Yeah, I don't remember if my guy had an accent or anything. It's gone. It vanished into the ether that is my brain. I don't really remember how to play. I don't remember how to be OP. It's been too long.
It's gonna be an interesting time, I think.
Get big, do the thing, immune
Like
all
riding a
damage.
bike.
Fireball. That's all I remember.
Fireball. That's all Ray needs to remember.
What is that? Fireball.
All right, so
I
it's been a
remember-
long time. How
Dude.
much of a recap do we want?
David. Do you have a fan on top of your fan?
All I remember was we were in some
Maybe.
island. Things were getting ready to attack us because we were in a prison. That's what I got.
David's
is
got
a fan.
fanception in his room, dude. He's got a small fan on top of his big swivel fan. That's all his
We were
fans
way
right
past
there.
that. We were getting ready to go up to some cave and fight
That's
some
his
dude
audience.
and take it
That's
over.
his audience.
That's right.
I remember.
They're my
I remember a
biggest
fishing
fans.
port.
I remember they were the
And,
fishermen.
Yeah.
They're being controlled
do
by
you-
something in a
The
cave.
board.
I'm gonna give a recap. I just want to know how far back do you want me to go? Like
The
to
beginning.
Listen, they're the
Genesis
beginning.
chapter 1.
Yeah,
I can do a quick
started with the
in the
because
Big
beginning.
Bang.
it's all recapped on the website, so I can do a quick recap of the whole thing.
Universe expanded
Dude,
very
The
quick.
quickly.
word
Yeah.
was God.
I remember the Borg.
All right, we'll do it.
Telling
We'll
very
start.
we're telling very different words and stories at the same time here, Trong.
Yeah.
The word was with God.
You were doing the God when I was doing the Big Bang Science one at the same time.
James Earl Jones. I remember finding this at a garage sale once. He has like a reading of the Bible. I bought it for like $2.50. This
You
was
looked
like,
through the whole thing. You were like,
I was like Darth Vader is reading the Bible to me.
"That's fantastic." Was it on cassette tape?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
it has that like
Loaded-
kind of soft plastic. You know, it's still
Yeah,
plastic, but like, oh man.
It's a cassette like a folder, like you keep playing cards in, or like your not playing cards.
Like VHSs came in, you know.
Cards. Oh, VHS is okay. I thought you were talking like a collector card sleeve, like that you put your Yu-Gi-Oh cards or your Pokemon.
No,
cards.
no, I mean like yeah, more like a
CD sleeve,
like a
but for
stack
cassettes.
of tapes.
Yeah.
yes.
So you're like, for God gave his only begotten son, Luke Skywalker. Wait,
I
no.
didn't skip that.
You
I
get
didn't
that
listen
part.
very much. I was just like, this is worthwhile
How many
$2.
tapes? How many tapes did it take to get to the entire Bible?
Yeah, that's a question I don't remember. It's been a while.
God
It's
dang!
a
What is there
100
like
tape set.
10 minutes on each side? You're like, I'm gonna get through this 10-hour book.
Isaac, here's what I propose. I propose you do a full recap from the beginning, but like very
Detailed
Shallow.
and like everything.
Yeah.
the opposite. Very shallow from the beginning, and then as we get closer to the island that we're on, maybe that's
Right.
where we like expand a little bit.
Speaking of audiobooks, maybe you should just narrate an audiobook for us.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we'll
Listen
come
to
back
that,
next
and then
week. Yeah.
We'll be caught up.
We'll stick around for a little while here, and then next week we'll get back into the campaign.
We'll sit here and talk about James Earl Jones.
Yeah, James.
Showdown.
Let's get him to read our recap.
Oh yeah, you could. Is there a? You could get a cameo. Send him a paragraph and get
His
him
voice
a
is
cameo.
quite the same though, so what you need to do is sort of digitally alter it a bit.
Yeah.
Well, I bet you can find a Darth Vader voice synthesizer that they've made, like an AI voice. That would
That's
work.
my was that Andor that did that? No, it was in which one of the shows was he in? that
Isn't
did
Rogue
that?
One?
He was in like he's been in quite a few. Of
No,
them.
Rogue One is his real voice.
Talking
when
about
he's
the
They put him in one of the new ones, but they basically just took his voice and like altered it so it sounded like his
yeah,
normal
wasn't it?
old voice.
It's the one with Obi-Wan Kenobi show, right?
No, that has the
Yeah,
Anakin.
he's young Anakin. Oh no, it did use
Oh,
because
he-
yeah,
he's
that was
Darth
that was
Vader.
it. Yeah, it was a Kenobi.
Yeah, it was in Kenobi. Yeah, because he fights him as Vader.
Kenob.
Kenobs, and that's when you learn that Kenobi could have just ended it then at that time, and there wouldn't have ever been any of that other plot, and that ruined the movies too. Even the original ones.
You're very
Spoiler
all or
alert.
nothing.
Huh?
Jesus.
That show's over. It's like a year old now. Everyone, spoiler time is over.
No.
According to
There's
you.
not really any spoilers. You know what happens.
I got a spoiler for you. They're both going to make it to the end of the series.
Yeah, exactly. You could watch the thing and you can enjoy it, but the whole time you know. Well, at least these guys can't die.
Like
Every time
The
they
Last
introduce
of
a
Us
new
on
character.
HBO.
Yeah, like The Last of Us on HBO.
I'm watching it. There's a colleague of mine at work that's also watching it, hasn't played the game, and it's just like every episode I'm like, we talk about it, I'm like, don't get too attached.
That's a spoiler.
Yeah, I don't actually say that, but just knowing that, like, oh, next episode they're probably going to do this, because they do like
He's
a
going.
next time.
He's
I
going,
was like-
dang, dude, this guy is so sick. And you're like, he is. Yes, he will never get hurt, for sure.
Yes, yes.
All right, back to that recap.
Okay,
All right, yeah,
is it
recap.
recap time? All right. So started off with all of your characters, for one reason or another, heading to the Fayfire Carnival. Once there, you were each looking for different things. You eventually found out that Mr. Vilden, the carny runner, was being extorted by someone who you went and found out was the son, the son of Tasser Everflame, who was Mouse's mentor. You found Tasserin's body there. After all that was done, you came back to Brable, went sort of bouncing around the cities looking at the libraries for a bit. You talked to a drow elf named Traylor at the Grand Library there in... oh my gosh, I can't remember anything. The city name? Takria. You guys decided to go to look in on the slave trade that Vonnegut told you guys about. On your way there, you ran into one of his friends from before he was enslaved up on the mountain. He told you that some things had gone down, that Vonnegut's parents were dead. You guys went on to finish up what you were doing before. Checked in on some stuff there near the fighting pits. Ended up helping one of the former slaves to purchase some more fighters so that he could free more people. In an early KO in one of those fights that Vonnegut signed up for. You also, around this time, found out that Merton had become a werewolf and he was having trouble keeping that under control. But you guys went up the mountain / into the mountains to find out what was going on with Vonnegut's tribe. You found out that Grondo Tondar had taken over the tribes after Vonnegut's dad had tried to sort of put peace feelers out because his son had disappeared. You then came down the mountain, fought a big Ankeg named Jovu.
Ah, yes. I remember that, Jobu.
I don't remember him, but
I remember.
Then you guys came back to Takria for the yearly handball grand tournament. You then decided to take a few odd jobs and then an expedition job to the Northern Tamed Wilds, where you took some what do we want to call them? Some folks that were there for the learning through the wilds, because they were looking for something having to do with planar things. And you guys came, after fighting your way through the jungle for a few days, you came across what they described as a planar nexus. It was inhabited by Gith, and you saw something with red skin and claws. You could not, it was decided that you could not do anything about that at the time, so they convinced you to just head back. They said thanks for taking us. They paid you. You then took a few more extra odd jobs. You met the local conspiracy theorist, Mr. Tumblebottom, aka Truth Seeker or Truth Digger.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, you met Truth Digger before you went to the Northern Wilds. You then came back. Fought through the jungle. Dangerous. You lost one of your friends. Atrix decided to go ham on a village full of goblins, and they knocked him unconscious and took him. You then made it out of the jungle, met up with a big turtle named Teztuzmo.
Is Atrix really like king of the goblins now?
You have no idea. You did a little bit of shopping. You then decided to... Actually, did you? I think you cured... Yeah, you cured Merton of his werewolf curse. Saturn did. And then decided to go check out Norden, which it was where you had been bitten, and decided to look and see if what was going on there. You discovered that it was a town full of werewolves, proud werewolves. Vonik was like, hey, could I be a werewolf? And they were like, well, since this is a weird circumstance, sure, don't tell anyone. And they let you do that. They sent you on their sort of rites of passage through the Feywild to gather some things. That ended up getting Saturn's backstory in there. The Shar was like telling him, hey, because you found a guard who was like starting to be scared. Shar said kill him, so you killed him. You then basically went through the Feywild and found what was her name? All these names. Seluna, who had set a trap for Shar, and you guys basically exorcised Saturn. Saturn then found that Shar was actually not his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Quarry.
Shar was actually not his quarry, but had rather latched onto the quarry and was controlling it. What else? I mean, Grieving Glades. Yeah, I fought that stuff. That was all within the Feywild. Mysterious Voices. Yeah, you found out that there was a rivalry between Shar and Seluna. They were sisters. Shar was out to get Seluna and had finally sort of decided to do it, and it was didn't go well for her. She was trapped in the Feywild. You guys came back from the Feywild. Seluna let you come back only a few minutes after, rather than the days that it took you. So you didn't tell anyone at Norden how long you had been in there. You just gave them the stuff and like, all right, later. You came back into town. Merton saw someone that he thought he recognized and started beating the crap out of him. You guys decided help ? And you sort of helped, but he got arrested.
Yeah. I'm remembering. It's all coming back to me now.
All coming back.
Part of... Basically, his daughter showed up and smoothed everything out, but part of the price of Merton's freedom was that you guys had to go board the ship and find these missing ships for a Mr. Wilton, who was a wealthy merchant. Mm-hmm. On your way out, Vonik's friend showed up with the teleport stone and was like, I thought you were maybe dead. I was coming to check on you. And he asked about if you guys had ever heard of a place called Otherton. And then after the release, the nameless few were tasked with finding and retrieving the son of Hector Wilton, Juan, along with 2 missing ships and potentially their crews. You were assigned a ship to meet that would take you along the route that these ships were lost. Upon entering a region where pirates used to frequent but had not been seen in like decades, your ship was attacked. After a long fight in which you found decapitating the corpses was the only sure way to kill these infected humanoids, you took the attacking ship for yourself and went into the bay that you found within on a map within. When you arrived, you found pirates, turtles, and prisoners most of which were also infected, and you as well began to be infected by whatever this condition is. Everyone except Merton was free to walk the island after promising not to attack because Merton decided to pick a fight, which is a thing that Merton does. Trying to get some much needed rest, you guys did just some light investigating while you sort of debated on whether or not you should wait till you're rested to try to do anything about what was happening here. You found some turtles on the other side of the island. They are the fishermen, including two that look uncannily like Teztuzmo. However, a price for your rest has been exacted in the form of one lost prisoner who was taken and not returned. And your party is beginning to be infected, just as the other inhabitants, and Merton is struggling the most to deal with the cacophony of voices in his head and has disadvantage on every D20 check that he makes at this point.
Man, I can't believe you kept track of the D20 checks. Sucks for you, Michael.
Also, can I just say that Isaac tried to real quickly skirt over the fact that he named somebody Juan Wilton again?
Actually, I think you guys know his name. They don't call him Juan Wilton. They call him Juan Vasquez.
I got it written down in my notes as Juan Wilton.
Yeah, because it's his son, but anytime you
I
talk
don't
to
care.
him...
I don't care what they call
Okay,
him. I'm
all
looking
right.
for Juan Wilton.
All right.
Okay.
So, let me take us over to the other map, if I can find it. It was here, I think.
Oh yeah, I gotta hop in the right one. There we go. Play. Do you see that devlog for this, for Tailspire?
How they're adding the character stats and stuff.
Yeah, and the special notes you can send to people, and you can send messages
in languages,
in the
yeah.
all chat with different languages. Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Cool.
so awesome.
So we're finally getting the character sheet built in.
They're working on it.
They're working
Type
on
of
it. They're
character
working on it. Yeah. Like a basic. It has your stats, it has your weapons, so you can roll and everything from in the game. But you can also, the cool thing I thought was, you can list your languages and send a message in that language. And to people who don't speak it, it shows up as gibberish. But to the people who can, they can see it. And you can send letters and stuff to the characters that look like they're handwritten and stuff. It's real fancy. Lots of cool stuff coming down the pipe.
Let's try to find. I don't remember what map we were on for the. 'Cause you guys are down underneath. Merton just got out of the cell after promising not to attack.
Oh, I'm sad. I don't
How's
have
that?
DM. I don't have DM privileges in this map.
What a sad story.
All I
It
remember
is
is
a sad
we
story.
took a long rest, and then we were going to go some cave and see what was going on in this cave where this guy was taken.
That's
Or
right,
Actually,
you're,
we scouted that out. We
You
scouted
saw-
it out.
Yeah, you saw the cave, which I think I failed to mention is behind a waterfall.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
But it is. There's a cave behind a waterfall where they took the prisoner that your owl saw.
Right. But he couldn't see him go in after he went in or something.
Yeah, because I asked you if you told him to go in, and he said you told him to just be safe, and he was like, "I'm not going in." All right,
Ain't
you guys should
going
be
in.
all able to grab your pieces. So you're underneath this building at the moment.
In the prison? Or just happen to be...
Yeah, you're down below where the prison is, although none of you are in the cells right now. There are still some people in the cells that are from the cruise that you were there to rescue. But they let Merton out along with one of the people that he was talking to because he promised not to attack.
Must be a good boy.
But yeah, you guys had planned to go check out this cave, and you guys have figured out that there was some kind of
And Big Mama living in the cave, controlling everything.
yes.
We're gonna go kill Big Mama. Or talk. Merton will kill.
Okay, so nameless few, what would you like to do?
We're heading to the cave.
Yeah, I think we were. I think we decided we were going to head up to the cave as soon as morning hit. After
This
we
music is
scouted
far
it.
too jolly for like a zombie Borg situation.
Dude, the fact that you still don't have your own playlist.
This sounds like putt putt music, like from golfing, like putt putt games.
I ain't getting no music. I just hear backgrounds. Noises.
Sounds sort of like a Disney park ride music.
Just grab them.
Grab them.
Okay.
Or The Sims.
Saturn over here with the coolest looking hat and garb in the game.
Hey, man. Gotta rock the hat.
Looking like a dope motherfucker.
Okay, so let me get some commands.
But I gotta pick the laggiest spot of the entire computer, of the entire map.
Why can I not?
That's what I've been asking.
It is not letting me choose things that I want to choose. There we go. Okay. This guy is fine.
Oh. One of these flipping.
Okay, so those are the guards that were sitting outside of this cave.
Uh-oh.
They just look at you as you approach.
Ask him if we can come in.
Eric had a bathroom issue.
No, I thought the cat was at the door. I heard meowing.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, it leaves.
I heard meow, meow. So I thought there was a cat at the door.
So yeah, you guys get to the around to you follow the little. There's a little walking path that goes up to this cave. It's maybe a minute or so walk. And you arrive at the cave where this is basically what your owl described. There's two guards standing outside of it, and when you get there, they just sort of look at you.
I'm gonna have my sprite go invisible and fly in there and scout it out.
I'm going in.
I'm going in. I thought we were already down here. You tried to like pop a gate off the door, off like a.
That was when we were in prison.
I was in the prison.
No, that was the prison. We just found out about this place, and then we went to investigate what was in this cave. That's what we were at.
Okay, so as
Wait,
Saturn
thought that-
sends his familiar in, Merton just starts walking it.
Merton.
Yeah, they don't. The guards don't stop you. They just look at you as you walk by. There is, I mean, it's a little bit of a jaunt through this cave, and then it opens. Eventually, it does open up into a big cavern. It's very dark in there. The floor is very damp. Like there's little spots with little puddles. It's real dark. If you who does not have dark vision?
Me.
I don't think I have dark
Mouse
vision.
does not. No, I do not.
I don't think I
I'll
do.
light a torch.
Okay, so you go in there with the torch. You get into this cavernous part, and you're like looking around, and it looks like just cave, and then off in the corner, you see like a black shiny mass, and you're like looking around, you see that, and you're like, that's weird, and then you look back and you see it move a little bit. And then it sort of almost stands upright, and a big, almost like a tentacle, but it's just a smooth, like cylindrical appendage comes off of it, looks over in your direction, and you see it, a mouth opens on the end of it, and says, "What have you come here for?"
To me, talking to me.
I think you're
that's in
the
there.
only one in the cave.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the very back of the line. I'm not gonna be up front.
Did
what-
anybody go in with them?
I'll say
That's a good
That's
question. Did Merton go alone?
I went. I
No,
put
we
my
followed
character
it.
in
We
there.
would all follow him
Okay,
in, but
give me
after
your marching
after
order.
he walked past the guard and they didn't do nothing, we just followed him. I'd be in the back.
When we get into the room, can we like scoot out, go wherever we want? 'Cause I don't want to be next to everyone.
Oh, I didn't really to like zip my way in there.
Okay, I think you guys are all in there now.
I'm in here.
I'm gonna scooch on over to the side over here.
Bring the
I think
cave.
you accidentally grabbed one of your soldier boys.
Oh, whoops.
Unless you meant to.
Don't question him.
All right, so yeah, get where you're gonna be. It's pretty dark in here, so just, I mean, torchlight gives you some dim light basically throughout the entire way, but it is still pretty dim.
Where's the mouth at? So I can.
It is over
Oh,
here.
I see it. Okay. I'm gonna be. Okay, that's too close.
Yeah, it talks to you when Merton gets to about here. So you guys would be
Let's see.
somewhat close to him, I guess, or you could be behind him, but you can't really be in front of him.
I'll be right there.
As they're lining up, I'll say, I'm here for answers. I say, what is this place?
This is, I believe they call it Murkreef.
You have control over these people?
We are one and many.
Does this voice sound like the one I'm hearing in my head?
Well, no, what you're hearing in your head sounds like just you. I mean, you could guess that it's all the other. It's maybe this is in there with it. Like you may hear bits of it, but it is also just every other person that's there.
And it's just like a spiny wall of slithery mucus and this tentacle that kind of came forward.
Pretty much like you can't really tell because it's fairly dark in here, but I mean it looks like a big, like tall and wide sort of lump of black shiny, like if it were like a rubber suit, a wet rubber suit, but this big appendage has come off of it and opened its mouth.
Did I get the name of that prisoner that got pulled in here? I forgot there was a prisoner a little bit ago that got like grabbed for sacrifice.
You did not ask his name.
I will say where is, and I'll describe that person. Where's the prisoner?
I ate him.
I
Thanks,
charge.
John.
You charge? Roll initiative,
Yes.
everyone.
That was easy.
Guys,
No,
we're
I'm-
I have disadvantage on everything.
Everything that
I normally have
involves
advantage
her.
on initiative because my class is fantastic. So I'm gonna take my standard roll of a 10.
Okay.
I'm glad that we're just so nice and simple. Why even talk to this guy? 21 initiative. Get rat. That's the only 20 of the night, boys.
There it is. It came and went.
There it is. Oh,
Oh, I'll bounce it out for you, dog.
you balance it out, yeah.
Mine's a 4. I had to. It won't come over from Tailspire for whatever reason. Or from D&D Beyond.
Room's gonna start getting flooded by the Borg. Is this the Borg? Is this a Borg thing, or is this more like an Overmind kind of thing? Got like a Zerg vibe going on in here.
Well, you don't know for sure.
This is like a skin of evil kind of creature.
If we kill this
Yeah,
thing,
kind of, but currently less defined. Just a big
Oh.
lump currently.
I don't know what his reference was. I only know what my reference was. So
Eric, don't you have
What
something
is-
that can like
there's
light
nothing here.
light? You have some item, right?
Do I?
You
I
got some like orb item that like lights everything up a long time
I
ago.
wrote a 4.
Let me check my
Yeah.
inventory.
I just
There we go. Okay.
Is my devil sight at 120 feet? Does that let me see any more details on this guy?
You can make
I
a perception
did.
check.
The
Yeah.
drift globe.
Perception.
A small sphere of thick glass weighs 1 pound. If you are within 60
Yikes,
feet of
a
it, you
9.
can speak its
Nothing.
command word and cause it to emanate
Yeah,
the
it's
light
tough.
or
It's sort of-
daylight spell.
It's sort of still huddled up.
Yeah, you
Alright,
could like
so I think
light
we're
up this
gonna-
whole place.
Yeah.
What we have been doing in the other campaign is going back to a normal initiative order. So if you guys want to do that, I think I like it better than the block
No.
initiative.
I don't like the normal initiative.
Why not? Normal initiative's great.
So what do we got?
Love
We
it.
got Vonic.
Forces you to pay attention.
Yeah, forces you to pay a little more attention. Yeah.
Hey,
21.
Isaac, can we do one thing before combat for those of us that didn't
maybe.
get a chance
What is
to
it?
do? Well, I was just gonna say to Ivonic, like, hey, light it up.
I'm gonna light it up.
He's got this like orb item thing that we gave him
Yeah.
that can simulate the daylight spell. Is that right?
Yep, daylight. I gotta turn you. I forgot I had you at 200%. You started talking and blowing out my ears.
Oh, sorry, dog. I had you down.
I'm so used to being like, okay, we're gonna kill these guys.
I'm afraid to wake up my wife.
Yeah, and you die and you go, God dang it.
Merton.
It's the worst game in the world. I'm so bad.
You're like whisper screaming. Ah,
Ah.
I hate it.
That is a
Not even
9.
fun.
When me and Brian play together, it's guaranteed that Brian gets headshot before anything anything else happens.
So wild.
Every single time.
I die first every time we play.
We could be running in a field right next to each other in the open, and he definitely will
Yeah.
die first.
I'll get like triple taps, and it's like not even one on the other guy.
He's like a bullet magnet when he's around.
To be fair, each
Right.
time it's like I look back and I'm like, yeah, that was stupid. I'm like making noise. I'm running through the field. It's like I'm not even anywhere near a tree or building or anything. But it is
Not
like
getting into a hot
wild.
discussion here.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'll say since Vonic did roll a natural 20 on his initiative, you can do that as a free action before combat if you want.
Thank you, sir.
All he wants this to be an ASMR Dota stream from now on.
Dota stream. I don't think she wants it to be
Sorry,
a Dota
not
stream
Dota.
at all.
ASMR D&D stream. I'm gonna be like,
Can I-
attack him?
Can I have my 30 feet or something or whatever of charge? That
Yeah,
started our
sure.
combat off.
Oh yeah, I also want to say the command word, which I don't remember what it was because it was been a long time.
I'm throwing my torch to the side and grabbing my maul.
All right, Vonic, you are up first. And once this thing lights up, you guys see this thing was...
Oh wait, she did say Dota.
yeah. She just said she
Whisper
wishes
Stream on
Isaac
Dota.
would use Whisper Stream on Dota. In other words, he needs to be quieter while he's playing Dota.
Instead of yelling at Ray.
Isaac, you don't yell at Ray that often. That's my
true,
job.
That's true. So as the daylight spell comes on in here and it lights up the room, you see this thing. It stands up, and then another appendage comes off, and another, and there are all. It's just it is essentially a Hydra, but it's like a black rubber suit Hydra instead.
Dude, it's DJ Khalid.
It doesn't appear to have, like, you can't see any eyes or nose. It's just mouths at the end of these appendages.
And another one.
Do I think I should treat it like a Hydra? Like, kill the heads? Is there any reason to think that? Or just... Like,
Make
are the appendages defined enough to make it look Hydra-like? And do I know what a Hydra is?
Make a what would this be? History check to see if you know what a Hydra is. I would say you guys have heard of Hydras. It resembles a Hydra in some ways, in that there are multiple mouths coming off of it. You can certainly try to attack them if you want, specifically, or you can just go for the entity as a whole. But in total, for now, you see 5 of those heads. And Vonik, you were up first.
Of course I'm up first. Because I'm such a boss. Alright, I'm gonna, I'm gonna get big, dude.
Where are you? You're back.
I'm right here. Give me DM privileges and I'll make myself big. And I definitely won't hide random stuff around the map.
Yeah, I don't believe you at all.
Yeah, actually, you know that when we played last Thursday,
Uh-huh.
there's so many CCTV cameras on that map, and where the dragon's bones were, right above him, there was a full computer setup with like a monitor and a mouse and like a keyboard and like a thing with pens in it and a can of Coke.
You're outing yourself now. Now Michael knows.
Well, he's gonna
on
listen.
the one you're talking about on Friday or Thursday?
Yeah. There's
Oh,
like,
really?
if you go through it, all the little bushes and like in the cracks of the wall are like little CCTV cameras poking out. And if you go back to where the dragon was, up on the like rock above him, there's like a full PC gaming setup that I just stick all over the map when I'm not doing anything. I love it. It's great. He would have heard about it anyways if you listened to the podcast.
I haven't listened to the newest one.
Well, oh, can you turn on the thing where it does the line of feet when we move our characters?
That's something that you do, I believe.
Yeah, that's in your
Oh,
settings.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll turn it on. 10, 30. Okay. I lost all my settings because of the
Is your get big an action or a bonus action?
bonus action to get big.
Okay. So you did movement and bonus action then.
Yeah, I can't. Well, I don't think I can hit him because I don't have anything to throw or anything.
Sure, but like you have an action if you want to dodge or dash or something, you can.
Yeah. I'll take the. What is? Wait. Oh my God. It's been so long. D&D, long time. What's
What? You just played on Thursday.
I know. It's a completely different playstyle. You know what? Yeah, I'll take the dodge action.
All right. Tez Tuzmo, you are up with
turn.
Saturn on deck.
Alright. Can I move?
Nope.
Here?
Yes, you can move.
Will this give me partial cover? Because of the big old obelisk thing?
Yeah, you can try to get cover behind those stuff.
Yeah. I think that should put me in range. Let me see. Does that put me in cover?
If you were to shoot a ranged attack at you, yes, you would have cover.
Okay.
You'd have probably half cover there.
Perfect. Yeah, and then I'm gonna... can I throw? Yeah, I can throw. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna throw some at him.
Okay. Do it.
I'm gonna show him what Tesmo is made out of.
Come on, kill me.
Oh,
27 definitely hits.
Do it.
This is +8.
Do it.
Where is it? There it is. This is +8.
Plus
So
8.
12. Yeah, because a special feature thing. For throwing weapons.
Oh, you mean instead of plus 6?
Yeah. so
Okay.
it's
It's
+6.
like 18. Okay. So 12?
Yeah, 12 for the first one.
All right.
And then another 13.
That is not a hit. So yeah.
Sad day.
The first javelin punctures in, and then it dissipates like all his javelins do. And as it dissipates, you see this thick black stuff coming out of it, a little bit like what was coming out of the people that you killed as well. The second one just misses and comes back or disappears, and then his quiver is full again. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Saturn.
I am going to chuck 2 Eldritch Blasts at this dude.
Okay,
First one is gonna be a 25.
that hits.
That's gonna do 12 damage on the first one, force damage. Second attack is 14.
14 misses. So the first one hits and it recoils from the impact.
And then I will step behind this.
you start seeing the different heads start to look in the different directions of where all of you are, having been hit by two different things from two different areas. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Merton, and the dude is on deck.
I will rage.
Okay.
Can I stand that? Is that square? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
And I will attack.
Okay.
So I remember how to do this.
Are you reckless or not?
Yeah, I'll reckless.
Tell you what, we
I'll do the reckless, and then I'll do the other thing. Whatever the minus and the plus thing.
could use some battle
Okay.
music.
great weapon.
Yeah. You don't like the
That one.
the waves and the bum 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 ba-da-dum bum bum ba-da-dum.
I don't remember what great weapon. There it is. No, I thought it. Whatever that one is a -5 to my attack.
I
My 5
believe
plus
that is
10.
correct.
So there's a 10 and a not a 13.
Those do not hit. So you see Merton run up there and just start wailing away, but everything is just glancing off this slimy-looking, rubbery exterior.
And I think it said rage, right?
Yeah. It is his turn.
Oh, there it is. I made myself my own little action for that. That's handy.
Okay. It is, having been hit by other things and not by you, it is going to try. And you guys see this thing sort of stand up. 10, 15, 20, 25.
Green
He's
check.
leaving my range?
Screen check.
Yeah.
Well, I'll swing at him again, and this time I'm going to hit him.
Okay.
I'm reckless the whole round, right?
Yep.
Yep. But you are still are disadvantaged,
Aw.
so it's a flat roll.
Oh, yeah, I was in that wrong before. You want to take that first one? You want me to roll again?
Up to you. You can choose.
I'll take the first one. It's a 19.
Okay. 19 misses.
Okay.
Okay, what is this? This is yeah, actually it's not gonna go quite that far. It's gonna
Nick,
right
can you tackle this one?
there.
Maybe. We're gonna find out next round, brother.
There's Phonics voice. Hulk Hogan.
Hell yeah, brother. I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna send it to Pound Town.
So I need
What's happening right now? I don't
the
like
three
this.
of you to make a
That only hits like a quarter of my body.
Dex save.
And who is that? I'm
That is Mouse, Jace, and Vonic.
Do I get any kind of like special bonus for
Dex.
being behind this rock?
You do. You have half cover, so +2 to whatever you roll.
I don't like
Dex
Dex.
save plus
Yep.
2. Can I use Tides of Chaos to give myself advantage?
Sure.
Because the last time this happened, I think I died real early, and then we got the heck out of attack roll ability. Yes, exactly. I can. Okay, cool. Dex save at advantage.
Holy crap, it works. Nice.
That is a 17 plus 3, so 20.
All right, 17 was the number. So Jace will take half damage. The other two, Vonic and Mouse, will take full damage. As
Oh, really?
This,
16 wasn't enough?
Nope, 17 was the DC.
No.
As all of the heads sort of coalesce together, and out comes this acid spray. And you guys will take 39 if you failed, and what, 18 for Jace?
That is a
Yeah.
lot.
18.
Yep. And that is his turn. Jace, you're up, and Mouse is on deck.
I am going to
Trying to see. I'm gonna Stone's Endurance.
you said that was acid damage?
Yes. Nice.
Ooh, nice.
roll.
Oh, nice. 12.
Dude,
plus
there you go,
4.
baby. Oh, that sucks. Alright, that's fine. How far are they from me? So he's about 39, about 60. I don't love that.
Oh, I need to look up the new grappling rules.
What's my movement? 30? What's the range on that crap? It's so freaking far. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast... I'm going to cast... Mouse, how are you looking?
I'm hurt.
Rough?
Yeah. That's pretty rough.
I am going to move... I guess I was kind of like right there, right? I'm going to move one towards Mouse.
Okay.
And then I'm going to twin spell a level 2 healing word.
Okay.
And let me make sure I remember how that's done. Defense mercy points equal to a spell's level. Okay. Alright, so there's 2. And then... second level healing word, 2d4 plus 5. Why isn't it bringing it over? Bring it over. There we go. And hold on, Mouse, before you add that.
Okay.
Because I might also... Where is it?
Use the sorcery point to reroll the 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although that seems kind of lame for just a d4.
It's up to you, sir.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Come on, 4.
Nice, there we go. So we got 7 plus 5 is 12 points.
Ooh, that was nice.
So 12 points for you and I. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm gonna look this big, nasty, beefy boy right in the eye, and I'm gonna hit him with a fireball.
All right.
Always allow. That's why. Okay, there we go. Does a 12 hit?
Sure doesn't.
Okay, and then I'm going to run away. Can I make it to here?
Oh, I need you to roll
That's
D20.
right. At disadvantage because I use sorcery points.
That's right. I gotta remember all these rules. You're fine though.
I think I'm good. Yeah. And then, can I get to there? No, I can't. So I am going to run. I'm pretty much done. I'm just gonna run to like here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mouse, you're up. Vonik on deck.
I'm going to try to hit him with a firebolt.
All right.
But I have to... Beyond the Spire is not working, so let's try doing it this way. Type that in.
Ooh.
That hits. That's a natural 20 right there.
Nice.
Double that damage. Roll twice the dice.
I gotta type this in. Give me a second. Alright, there's this one. Do this. So the first one, 14 and 13.
Is it 2d10? I guess because you're over level 5.
Yep.
So that's 27 points.
Yep. 27 points fire damage. Does it seem like the fire sunk in, like hit like it should?
Yeah. It's
Shit.
you hit it and it's sort of part of it catches on fire for a brief moment and it shrieks and recoils a bit.
Oh, okay.
And it
Cool.
does full damage.
And then I'm going to move. Gosh. Ever since I reinstalled these hard drives, nothing's right. Alright, I'm gonna move over 30 feet this way.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Vonik with Tez Tuzmo on deck.
Alright. I'm going to activate, as a bonus action, my Hill rune.
Okay. I don't remember what that does.
It gives me Advantage on saving throws against being poisoned. I have resistance of poison damage, and I also gain resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage for 1 minute.
Okay. Seems pretty good.
It is pretty good. That's why I read it and I went, God dang, that was a good choice by me.
Whoever made this character is a genius. Oh,
Dang,
it was
dude.
me.
This guy's pretty optimized. Hell yeah,
Wait.
brother.
It makes you resistant to what now?
Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, and poison, and I get advantage on saving throws against being poisoned.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna run up here. Well, I'm gonna try to. Boom, and I'm gonna wrap these heads up and put them in a headlock.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna tackle all the heads.
So you're going to try to grapple him?
Yes, I'm going to try to grapple
You
him.
cannot grapple him because he is technically gargantuan.
Make me one size larger.
You know what that means.
Next turn.
All right, fine. I shall. Well, that was kind of my whole plan. Give me a second here.
Sure. So yeah,
I'm gonna
you're looking at it and you're like, I think I can get it. You run up there and it's like, it's a little bigger than I thought it was when I was standing back there.
All right, I guess I'm going to just hit him then.
All
That's
right.
kind of all I can do.
Punch away.
All right. Oh, gotta reload the page. There we go. All right. First attack. Here it is.
Yeah!
What is that?
All
A
right.
D8? It's a D8 and 2d6 plus 6.
It should be whatever your normal one is. So if it's 1d8 normally, then it's 2d8. It's another 2d6
The
for
D8,
the
2d6.
ice damage. And then what does your being large give you? Is it a d4 or a d6?
It's a D6.
But it's once per round, right? As opposed to...
Yeah, that's
Okay,
just.
but this
one
is your first
per-
attack, so
Yep.
2d8, 4d6 plus your modifier, I think? Is that right?
I think that's right. 2d8. Yes. Huh!
Wow.
That's not great. 24 damage.
24 is still not bad.
Sorry, 26 damage.
Okay.
Just enough.
So you guys run up, you guys watch Vonik run up there and just wheel, like,
Superman
wail
punch.
back and come down, and you see the part of its skin sort of ice over as he punches it with his leather straps there, and it freezes part of it and cracks, and you see some of that black underneath come out, but doesn't fall because it starts to freeze and then thaws and then falls. That's your first attack.
All right, second attack. Second normal. Oh wait, second normal attack because I'm over level 5. Yeah. Oh, not as good. 17.
That is a miss. You try to hit him again, but it just slides off its rubbery exterior.
Gotcha. How much did I move this turn? 5, 10, 15, 5, 30? There we go.
Okay, is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Testuzmo with Saturn on deck.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna
I gotta-
shimmy around a little bit. Just move. About right there.
Gotta find
Moving.
this.
Okay. Now, time to throw things at him.
That's your catchphrase. Now it's time to throw things at him.
Where the heck is this? Do you guys remember where that distance thing is?
23.
I don't remember. 23 hits.
Hopefully. Alright. This is +8 still. Never changed.
So 10.
Yes, 10. And then second attack. 22.
22 hits.
With another. 11 damage.
Okay. You guys watch as he throws 2 javelins at it, both of them impacting on the side. beginning to leak more of that oozy black stuff, and then they dissipate into nothingness. Is that your turn?
Make sure they're just move a little bit more, but
Saturn with Merton on deck.
I am going to Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
I will step out. I'll step out on this side this time. Fire off 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
25.
That hits.
Or 6 damage. On the first one. Second one. So 21 to hit.
21 hits.
And it's gonna do another 6 damage. I just every time I roll a hit in this campaign, I swear I roll one. It's still here.
Still
You know
here.
what?
It follows you.
And I will move back.
I think I
Over
could have
here.
gotten another attack.
Oh, you used your
In my
bonus
turn
action
then.
for your hill rune.
Oh yeah.
All right, so that's Saturn's turn. You see 2 Eldritch Blasts come out of the side and just impact where he's already bleeding a bit. And again, recoils. Merton, you are up.
I'm gonna shimmy around here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna hit him twice, recklessly.
Okay.
I actually do get advantage because I got.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage for it. Since you got 2 advantages and 1 disadvantage.
Yeah, right. Roll.
Oof.
Glad
Good
I
thing.
have an advantage.
That
23.
hits. That hits.
This is plus 2 more. So 14 damage,
Okay.
and I'm gonna hit him again
That hits.
for 15 damage.
So it's 15 and 14.
Yeah.
Okay. You see, as you're wailing on it, you see part of that where you're hitting is like looks like you almost got through one of those appendages. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, it is its turn, and let's see if it gets its breath back. Nope. So instead, it's going to use its 5 heads and start biting people. And since it's being surrounded by you 2, it's going to take, we'll say 3 at 3 at Merton and 2 at Vonic. The 3 at Merton have advantage because of your condition. First attack, 16.
Yep.
It reaches down and you see that mouth open and clamp on you. 10 points of piercing damage. Next attack, 17. As the second head comes in and bites you for another 8. These are all halved because you're raging.
You're not having. I'm like. So that was 4 damage, right? You're not having them for me.
Correct. So that was what was that? 5 and 4, so
5 and
9
4.
total.
Yeah.
The third one is going to be after the reduction 6 points of piercing damage. And then it's going to take 2 bites at you, Vonic. That's not going to do anything. And neither is that. So it takes 2 snaps at you, but you are able to get out of the way of the sharpest parts. Jace with Mouse on deck.
All right, I'm gonna peek around this rock. How does this guy look?
Actually, it is gonna go ahead and move up a bit.
Okay.
Out of our range.
Yep. Because it doesn't like being shot at by all this crap over here. So you guys can take opportunity attacks on it.
Do I still get advantage? Because am I hitting it with?
Nope,
with
because as it leaves, you get it as it leaves, and it's no longer flanked at that point.
Okay, ignore that. Nope.
19.
19 misses. Almost find Perseus, but it just slips off. So now, Jace.
How's it looking?
It's still looking okay. You guys
Okay.
have done quite a bit of damage to it, though, so Who knows how much longer it's going to be looking that way.
All right, I am going to. Let's see, how far am I from it? Close enough. I am going to. So I reach my hand up, ignite my arm, and just like arcane energy, and I like reach into my chest real hard, and I just like rip out this stream of fire as I cast polymorph and turn into a fire elemental.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't believe you can polymorph yourself into something that isn't a beast.
Oh, is it beasts only?
That's how polymorph works, I believe. I'll double check.
I could be wrong. I've never cast polymorph in my life.
I thought you had like a special thing. He is right. It is only a beast. You can turn into a giant monkey or a dinosaur.
Turn into a giant monkey and then light stuff on fire.
Yeah.
Fire element.
Just light your flaming poo and throw it.
Oh, okay, that changes everything.
Okay, you think about
Which is
doing
fine.
that. You guys see Jace's thought process, and it looks really cool.
Alright, so the new form can be any beast. Okay, yeah, alright, well, never mind then. We are going to... Herder.
I think the only way to turn into an elemental is being a druid, right?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Or
So
a true
I am going
polymorph, I
to...
think.
You can what?
Shape change,
Shape
whatever,
change.
the 9th level.
Then I am going to cast Guiding Bolt at level 2.
That's
Where did I cast my Healing Ward at? Didn't hang on to that. Okay. Alright, yeah. Guiding Bolt. Is it 17 plus 9 hit? 26?
Yes, it does.
So that's 5d6 radiant damage. Oh, that's not a great roll.
No, 2 1s, but 2 5s, and 2. Yeah, it's a little low. 14 points of radiant damage. And roll a d20 for me. Okay, you're fine.
There's a 9. And then I'm going to quicken spell a... how much do I need to spend on that? I think it's just 2. 2 sorcery points, yep. So I'm going to quicken spell a firebolt. And I get advantage on this because I just used Guiding Bolt. So this is plus 9.
Yep.
16 plus 9, 25.
Yep.
Cool. And then that is 2d10. For 14 points of damage.
Alright.
And that is... Do you want 2d... Do I roll wild magic on cantrips?
Just on
Okay,
spells.
Ignore that then. Then I...
Too bad it wasn't a level 3 spell.
Yeah, for real. I am going to... Dude, if I could see a little bit out of this cave. I'm going to retreat a little bit, so I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just kind of hug this wall here.
Okay, and then behind you is not directly out. There's a bit of cave, but just so you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm just kind of trying to take as much cover as I can.
Okay.
So.
Mouse.
My turn.
With Vonic on deck.
I'm gonna cast Enlarge on Vonic.
Yeah!
Alright.
Let's break the game!
Watch out! RKO's that thing.
And then I'm going to move as far back into this corner as I can.
Okay. Alright, Vonic, you are up and you're enormous. You're huge.
Well, you know what? Now I'm gonna spend a bonus action to turn into a werewolf.
Okay, do it. You can morph yourself.
I can, can't I? Morph.
It'll probably make you small. Oh no, you
bam.
kept your size. Nice.
And I'm gonna charge up here, and I'm gonna jump on this thing's back and tear its head off.
Alright, go to town.
Which one?
With the grapple.
Which head?
I'm gonna
Are you-
grapple it. Is what
You
I'm
are
gonna
gonna
do.
grapple? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna grapple for it. Yeah. So what is it, strength or athletics?
Yep. Versus its strength.
I
or
have advantage on athletics.
acrobatics. Oh yeah, he's in place. That's one of your attacks.
One of my attacks. Second attack. Normal attack. 21.
21 hits.
Yes.
Yes.
2d4 plus 2d6 plus 6. So, boom.
Was there supposed to be a wait? How?
The
where did
werewolf can do two. The werewolf can either do 2d4 on the claws or 1d8 on the claws. I'm choosing 2d4 because it's on average a higher number.
Okay, got it. Plus, that's plus what?
Plus 6.
Okay, so 22.
Actually, it's plus 7. 23.
23. Okay. All right. That is your turn, right?
That is my turn. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna action surge,
Ooh. Okay.
and I'm going to pin him.
All right.
That's another.
It's another grapple check, which you will probably succeed on, but let's find out.
Advantage athletics. Not good. 22.
It is pinned.
All right. Yes.
It is. I mean, I don't remember how we described it. It's basically it's.
I don't remember what
yeah,
we were doing
it's-
for the pinning rule.
It is. We'll say it's restrained.
Yeah. Well, the real pinning rules are, if you succeed, you and the creature are both restrained until the grapple ends. So
Okay.
it's
So yeah,
restrained.
but you aren't restrained because we changed that.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is restrained. So that's one attack.
My job is just to make Varnick big.
Oh yeah, another attack. Yeah. Wait, I don't.
And it is restrained,
Nope, I
so you
missed.
have advantage, right?
Oh, you're right. Yes, thank you for reminding me. Natural 20! I am a god!
All right, so that's what?
4d4.
Oh, wait. Roll one more d4 for me real quick first.
Oh, crap.
Because
How
you're-
do I get rid of these dice?
Well, you can do it after. It's fine.
Okay, 4d4 and 1d6.
So you get... Yeah, you only get 1d6, but you're supposed to have an extra d4 because you've been enlarged.
Yeah,
so,
you get an
so,
extra D4.
So this is going to be...
You want me to just roll 1 extra d4 with this attacks?
Yes.
5d4 and 2d6, right? For the crit? Because I already used the giant... Actually,
So
yeah, I've
two
already
with
used the
that.
giant one this time. 2 for the gloves because it's a
4
crit, or is
plus
it only
2.
1?
So 4... Yeah, 5d4s, 2d6, plus your modifier.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That's pretty
Plus
good roll.
7. 30,
That's pretty good.
31, 32.
32 points of damage. All right. And you guys watch as this turn, this round, as this werewolf runs up to it. He grabs this thing, punches it in the face, throws it down on the ground with his free hand, and punches it again. And that second punch, you guys see the frost come off of it, and one of the heads right around where the mouth is starts to crackle, and it falls off onto the ground. As you've severed one of the heads.
I think Bonnick's got this one. I'll just sit this one out.
Oh man, yeah. I when I read, I was reading. It was like you can choose this. I think you made the werewolf thing, right? It says 2d4
Yeah.
or 1d8, and I was like, 2d4. That's better on average every time.
All
I
right.
know math.
Yeah, this thing is starting to look injured now. After that, is that your turn?
That's my turn.
All right. So as it is now injured, and at 20, the layer is going to take an action, and as it sort of screeches out, two dudes are going to come in here.
Not 2 dudes.
2 dudes.
2 of them.
And they come up to Jace first because he's standing by the entrance.
What?
So they will attack you. And they will flank you.
No, don't
The
blink
advantage.
me.
So the first one's 24. Second one's also going to be at least a 24. So
Yeah, those actually both hit.
So you will take 7 points and 6 points of slashing damage as they pull out their daggers and try to kill you.
Getting Julius Caesar.
All right, that is the layer's turn. Tez Tuzmo with Saturn on deck.
All right. Why would you move? Skip it.
You can take a step up. It wouldn't hurt you. Yeah. Yeah.
There we go.
What might hurt
Just
you?
it messed up my camera. Okay. I'm shooting. I'm throwing. That's the words I use.
You have advantage because it is restrained.
Well, that's good.
Okay. That's first attack.
Yep, they both miss. One of them almost. Sorry, first attack. It hits it, but it glances off it.
Alright.
That one does
Second
hit,
attack.
but you have advantage, so you might crit.
Give me that 20.
Oh, but you do hit
Okay.
on the second
Close
attack.
Only Vonic gets 20s. Save all your 20s for the gigantic werewolf.
10 points.
10 points.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna move back behind this.
Okay.
Because I want that cover.
As Tuzmo comes out, runs back behind the thing. Saturn with Merton on deck.
I will again step out here and throw some Eldritch Blast. First one is 16 Smiths.
That is a miss. He's restrained though. You have advantage.
Oh, okay.
Still a miss.
Miss. Second one is a miss. And 21.
Hey, got him.
There we go.
Here comes
Here
the
comes
one.
the natural one. Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, there we go.
Oh yeah. Now we're rolling.
All right. You see,
Yeah.
step out and pops him again with another Eldritch Blast. Is that your turn?
Move back.
All right, Merton, you are up.
I'm gonna shimmy around here.
You don't even need to do that to get advantage.
Yeah,
I
but
got double advantage. Triple advantage if
triple advantage minus my disadvantage.
So much
This is
advantage.
just a math equation.
Yeah, just advantage is what.
Too
much of that is-
I'm going to paste maker him. Nope, not with
Then
that
you got
roll.
advantage.
Nope.
No. How about triple advantage? Okay, swing number 2.
You got to be an elf for that. Sorry.
15.
So Merton runs up there raging and is just slamming his mace on the pavement, trying to hit. But he's actually just crushing the head that already fell off.
I didn't even realize he's in such a blind rage.
Yep.
Oh, the voice is in his head. He can't concentrate.
All right, it is his turn. On his turn, you see where that head, where you knocked it off, the end of that appendage grows into 2 more. So he has got 6 heads now, and he's going to start hitting people. He's going to take 3 at Merton and 3 at Vonic. 3 at Merton are going to be straight because your disadvantage thing, but the 3 at Vonic are going to be disadvantaged because he is still restrained.
Restrained.
To rethink this restrained thing. It's too strong. All right.
Too strong.
You might still have advantage on me because I'm at disadvantage. Plus, I also am reckless.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I guess I didn't reckless that last one, so never mind.
Okay. 27 hit you. Natural 1 does not.
On that 27.
18?
Does 18 hit you?
Yeah.
On that 27, I'm going to make you roll at a disadvantage.
Okay.
Silvery barbs.
26.
No, it's called a runic shield.
So that is 2 of them will hit. 5 points and 5 points. And I forgot to see if he gets his breath back. It's not going to matter at this point, but he does get it back, so he's got it ready for next time. And then 3 against Vonic, all at disadvantage. 18?
I don't think so. No, yes, I got a bonus for being a wolf.
12. And the last one.
I think, Merton, you could have had all these
19?
out,
One hits me. 19 is my AC.
and then you prayed it all away.
11 points of piercing damage.
So half.
As this thing is just pinned, but you see all these heads just snapping out, and a couple of them do find purchase. But it can't move, so that's its turn. Jace, you are up with Mouse on deck.
Alright, Jace kind of looks left and right, and he's like, I got 2 dudes here. I am going to reach out, grab both of their arms with their daggers that are hitting me, and I'm going to twin spell Shocking Grasp. These are both +9. Does 21 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, so both of them I hit with Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
And by the way, oh, do they happen to be wearing metal?
They're wearing leather.
Okay, well that's boring.
That's
2d8
boring.
on each of them. So I'll do. There's 11 for the one, and 6 for the other. And I will watch them writhe in pain, laugh, and just gently walk on by. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Can you not take reactions because of Shocking Grasp?
Because of Shocking Grasp, yes indeed. And
What
then...
level did you cast that at?
it's a cantrip.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So... and then as a bonus action, I'm going to Healing Word myself at level 1.
Okay.
Thank. Oh no, it's in
Eventually
perpetual
it will
motion.
decide. There it
There we
goes.
go.
Hey, yes.
9 points of healing. I'll take that. And
You
here
need to do
is
that
your
every
D4.
time and then wait for it to roll that
Yeah,
forward.
you got to time it.
Exactly. Just hover on the floor. Yeah. Alright, so that was 9 points of damage. Back to me.
All right, Mouse, you are up with Vonic on deck.
Alright, I'm gonna cast a fireball at level 4 on the Hydra thing. And I'll sculpt the spell around whoever
Around those two.
is in, yeah, around the
Okay.
2 that are in range.
Get him.
So
It's a dex save.
Dex, 17 Dex.
And he does it
Yeah.
at disadvantage because he is restrained. It's really, really hosing him.
I have to.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna
He's
take
getting
damage.
hosed.
Vonic!
I go.
Yeah.
Not yet. He's gonna take a bunch of damage.
I'm still like reading my character sheet.
30.
Get caught up on everything that I have.
30 points of fire damage.
So you see one of the heads that was already beaten a bit, and part of it was partially frozen. The extreme temperature change causes it to fall off. So it's back down to 5 heads at the moment. Oh wait, I was supposed to do... Oh, it's supposed to be up 10. Okay. Alright, is that your turn, or are you moving?
That's my turn. I'm not gonna move.
Alright, you see this mouse from the side cast the little mote of fire that comes just over the Hydra, and you, Merton and Vonic, almost have to like wince in reaction, but then the fire sculpts around you, and you're like, right, he can do that. And then the Hydra thing gets the full brunt of it. Vonic, you were up.
All right. I'm going to use my bonus action to second wind. It's just a normal one now, right?
You get 1 per long rest that's added.
Yeah, it's it went back to like a normal second wind.
Well, this is your first one for the long rest. This would be the
Oh,
big
okay.
one, if you want it to be. You don't have to use it, but
I'm not going to use the big one this time.
okay.
That's plenty of heal. And then I'm going to, I guess, just start punching it, because that's what I do. My add-on. Here we go. First attack is a hit.
That hits.
2d4.
You have advantage.
2d6. You're right. Alright, first attack.
Extra d4, because you're enlarged.
Oh.
So 13 plus what?
So 20 damage, plus 7.
Okay.
And then, second attack. Which is a hit. Which
Is
is
it
definitely a hit.
It hits a little harder.
3d4,
3d4s,
1d6.
1d6. Yeah. Oh, 21 damage.
Punch through another one of the heads. As again, it freezes off there.
Too many heads. I'm gonna have to bust out a rope and tie its heads up. Like a head bouquet.
Hog tie.
Hog tie his heads, dude.
So it's 2 attacks. Are you done? Or are you using a bonus action to
I already
offhand
used my
strike?
bonus action to heal.
Oh, righto. All right.
Also, I mean, I guess I'd be clawing him. That's how his heads are falling off. Werewolf
There you go.
claws.
Turn.
All right. So before Tez 2's turn, the layer action happens.
Boo.
And actually, I've been forgetting to do this the entire time, but I'll do that in a minute.
Always a good note. Nothing bad comes after that.
Nothing ever bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the wrong thing. There is a. It starts like slamming its some of its other appendages against the floor, and there is a bit of vibration in the walls of the cavern. Nope. Where is it? There it is. And I need 10-foot radius. It did not like the fireball, so I need Mouse to make a dexterity saving throw for me as rocks start tumbling down from the ceiling. Alright, you do save, so you'll take half damage. 1 point of damage from the rocks falling. And also
I
at the
need
end
to make
of...
a concentration. I need to make concentration save, so it's a D10.
Yeah, DC is 10. Con save DC 10.
What? You roll a d20.
No, that's fine. You just keep that D10.
You roll a D10. Okay. I was thinking a 10 on the. Never mind. It's con save.
Yep.
Let's see. D20 plus. Oh, I failed. No, wait. Yes. I only
Dang,
have plus
I can't
3.
believe you
I have a
failed.
plus 3. That's a 10.
Oh, it's a 10?
Okay, we're good.
It was good.
Okay.
I have a plus 3.
Hey, plus 3 in con.
Yeah,
Jeez.
plus three.
Okay.
Dang.
Alright.
Beefy.
Healthy
He
mage.
wanted to be a beefy wizard, dude.
Yeah, he's like, number 1, int. Number 2, con.
That's right.
He's a beefcake.
Well, after the last campaign, I wanted to make sure I was a little more beefy. Because he killed me.
Actually,
really quick.
he's not beefy. He's just like he just takes pain really well.
This is against
He's
Merton,
into
the
it.
legendary
Yeah,
action
he's
of a
in-
bite at the end of Vonnick's turn.
Onto me?
Yep. No, onto Merton.
Oh.
You said I took 1 point of damage?
Yep, 1 point. I'm assuming that 27 hits you, Merton, so you will take 6 points piercing damage, and now it is your turn, Testusmo, with Saturn on deck.
Okay. I'm gonna move my plate. Well, excuse me. Alright, I'm gonna move my plate. And then I'm gonna shimmy around over here. I'm close enough. And then
Shimmy, shimmy.
I'm gonna throw my stuff.
You have advantage, it's
18.
restrained.
With an 18.
But you got
Or
you hit one of the heads that fell off.
Too many heads.
Say an attack.
He reaches
With advantage.
into the pouch for another javelin, throws it, and this one does connect.
22.
Yeah, that hits.
Got it.
That's the wrong dice. Ignore that. 23.
23 damage.
12?
12 damage.
Okay.
And that's, I'm gonna shimmy back.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
At the end of your turn, it's going to try to bite. Yeah, it's going to keep trying to bite Merton because it can't. It's restrained by Vonic. It's too hard.
Bird.
Got a perfect pin on it.
Natural
For
one.
one.
He accidentally bites a rock that's next to Merton and it breaks his teeth.
Merton's often mistaken for rocks.
Is that a pile of rocks or is that Merton standing over there?
All right, Saturn.
I'm gonna step out, and I'm going to
I
cast
believe in you, brother.
my psychic glance. Needs to make an intelligence saving throw. 16.
Ooh.
All right.
Becky.
That's a fail.
Yes, it's not very
Nice.
smart.
It's gonna take
Oh my god!
34 psychic.
Jeez! That roll, though, dude.
No, I'm 6s.
Okay. And what else happens to it? Is there another effect?
It's failed on a failed silver target takes, and it's incapacitated until the start of its next turn.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my. Pinned and incapacitated.
All right. Yeah, it's all kinds of messed up. Is that your turn?
Oh, is that
It's all
I am going to step back.
All right,
Yeah.
Merton, you are up.
is that
What
auto
is-
crit incapacitated?
I think that's paralyzed, but let me double check.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, it just can't take actions or reactions. That's all it means.
Well, I am going to hit him. I
Okay.
still have advantage and all that, right? So, no need for reckless. There's a 20.
20 just hits.
He's gonna take a 12 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna roll some more, and
All right,
I'm
keep
gonna
rolling.
keep hitting him, and I'm gonna just shout at him, "Get the voices out of my head!" And I'm just keep on hitting those dead heads.
You just
along with
keep
other things.
slamming.
I'm just-
The pace
I'm-
becomes easy.
My hammer is going to live up to its name. And
All
I'm gonna
right.
paste make this paste monster.
You guys watch as Merton just hammers this thing into the ground, and it's stopped moving. It's the parts that he's not even hitting start to sort of become liquid and ooze into the ground. The voices in your head start to subside. These
I'm gonna
These
keep hitting
guys
until the
over
voices
here-
fully stop.
guys over here both fall to a knee and are holding their heads for a moment. You start to see the black veins on your arms start to recede.
Hey.
I want to run over there and kill those guys. I got bloodlust.
You're next.
Next, boys.
I go like Neo from the end of the Matrix with the veins, like.
Yeah.
And
Well,
the monster.
I'm gonna go break
is
everything else in this cave. If
defeated.
there's anything, any constructions of any kind, I'm gonna go break them.
I wish I could make this
There's-
werewolf
make
stand
a-
up all the way.
What? Tell me what you're doing.
Well, he was standing in that corner. Does he have like? Is it just a bleak cave, or is there like an altar or
No, there's no altar in here. It's just a
kitchen
cave.
table?
It's just a cave. There's, like I said, the floor is damp. There's little, there are some parts where there's water coming up into the cave from the floor, but there's no like altar or any kind of. It doesn't look to be anything more than where this thing resides.
How deep in this cave are we?
a
deep
minute or
is this
two's
cave?
walk. I mean, you mean in the ground?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not terribly. It's about what it looks like from the
Okay,
outside.
okay.
Here. It's not terribly deep.
I'm gonna drop this thing from my grip.
With it
And,
throwing its heads back, maybe burn the body?
I know.
that's a good idea.
Sounds good.
Start casting
I
fireball.
grab my torch and start sticking it in there.
I gotta do a victory howl.
Yeah, you guys try to burn. It takes a bit, as it is very damp in here, and this is essentially this thing is oozed into liquid that is now mixing with the water that's on the floor. But you do get bits of it that you can see burned. These two guys over here, these two guards that came up, have started to stand up and look around. They seem a bit bewildered.
I run up and I'm like, "Hi,
What's going on?
you don't know what is going on?"
He's like looking around, looking. You can start to see that like the wheels in his head turn, and he's starting to at least realize what has recently happened. It's like, I was fighting you. I was told to. Who are you?
Who am I? Who are you?
I mean, I would take it as we're your saviors. You're welcome.
They just
Give
look
him
at
a
you.
little bow.
They look at you, and they just like look at each other. Whoa. And they leave the cave. They turn and leave.
Well, they're not very grateful.
Yeah,
Save your life, brother.
a-holes. I cast vitriolic sphere. No.
I melt them from the back.
Gratitude or
Make them
death.
small again.
I'll chase them out. I'll be like, wait.
They turn. They stop. What?
Sorry, you guys.
Did
you know
we
what-
not just save you?
Maybe. I have to see what else is happening.
Let's slow down. Let's recap.
We already did that.
Oftentimes, yeah,
You just stay where you are. They like hold the dagger out. Stay where you are. Don't come any closer.
I'm like
We're not-
a huge dude walking up behind him. Like, we're walking out of this cave.
They see
not
Vonic and
gonna
they just
attack-
turn and run. They start running from you again.
all right. Well,
Within a minute,
think I
he
should out
shrinks
the
down a bit.
Oh yeah, shrink me down to normal size. I can't do that part.
Did you also turn off your wearable?
It only lasts a minute. Yeah, I turned off the werewolf.
Okay.
Woo. Now I can change at will as a werewolf. That's good stuff.
Well, it's once per day unless there's a full moon.
Yeah, I know. But at least I can. Well, no, it's. I thought it was more than once a day.
Once per day unless there's a full moon.
Oh, okay.
In which case you can at will.
All right. Good enough. That's fine.
Or you found out you can do that in the Feywild as well.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Feywild. It's been a while.
been a while.
All right.
Should we head back to the town?
I need to find that setting. I want that setting back.
Is there anything else in the cave? Like, it's just a blank dearth of nothingness.
Yeah, it's just a cave. With just that thing
that's-
living in it.
Oh, weird. Okay. And we, like, pulverized it.
Yeah.
Okay. Burnt. Nothing in it.
Nope.
Okay.
It's a big puddle of mostly like oozy water at this point.
Paste and char.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, fam, should we head back to town?
I'm gonna investigate the cave thoroughly. I'm gonna look
Probably a
through
smart
everything.
idea.
Okay, go
See if
ahead
I
and
can find
make an
anything.
investigation check.
I don't have guidance anymore.
Guidance.
17.
17. Searching through here very thoroughly, you do come across a few gold coins, say 5 gold coins,
Those are going in my pocket.
but nothing else really in here.
No bones, no, like, remains.
Not that you've seen.
No big old like piles of poop.
Nope.
Yeah, no defecation. No other way in.
I mean, depending on how small you are, like I said, there are parts where there are holes in the floor, and there's water that comes in through those holes. But they're small holes, like quarter-sized.
Yeah, no,
at the biggest.
I've seen that movie. I'm good.
All right, you heading back to town?
Shall we?
Yeah, probably.
Well, how's everybody feeling?
Yeah, does anybody need
All
some
right.
healing?
Better.
I'm actually not terrible. Well,
Martin's
we
gonna
don't
beat
fight
up.
again anytime
Martin's
soon.
use a heal.
It's nice to see you without the black veins, Merton. You're looking a little creepy there.
Thanks.
I'll cast.
Thanks.
How wounded are you, Martin? You need some
I am,
tender loving.
if I had to estimate my injuries in a numerical form,
Yeah.
I would say about 31 points worth of.
Jeez, okay, nah, we'll just go take a nap. You're beyond what I can do. No, I'll cast Healing Word at level 3,
It's not a
I
big deal.
don't
I
need
can,
any
and when we get a short rest, I can get it back.
and I will bless you with 14 points of healing,
D20.
and I will roll a d20 into the ocean.
How much? 14 to me?
Oh, close.
You gave me 14?
I gave you 14, and then I almost exploded for probably way more. Alright. Yeah, let's head back, guys.
Awesome.
You guys head back
Because
to
I feel
town.
completely energetic and fine, so I think we could do another fight.
I'm feeling okay.
Oh yeah,
Honestly, this guy
I
is
didn't
no
even get
pushover.
touched.
Exactly.
I got hit pretty big at the beginning. I just healed up.
As you guys walk back into town, you see all the sort of you see the ones that appear to have been pirates, and you notice some of the crews that you're there to save have sort of split into their two separate groups and are talking amongst themselves, seemingly trying to figure out what has happened.
Look, Testuzmo, this is time for you to maybe meet some of your.
Oh, talk to the fisherman,
relations.
Tezuzmo.
Alright, yeah, I'll go talk to the
Now is the time.
turtle people.
Okay, who's doing what?
I must go
Is
and
anybody
quickly-
like clearly in charge? Like, is there any kind of like, or in fact, if there's any guards around, I'd be like, hey, who's in charge here? Is there a mayor, or is there some kind of like village shaman, some kind of religious figure?
They seem very standoffish to you guys and to the other crews, but they are. Give me a perception check for me.
From me? That went way off. 21.
You can ascertain from just what as you approach and the way that they're talking, they're trying to figure out like where their leader is.
I'll approach and I'll say, listen, you all look like you have questions, and it seems like it's been an incredibly confusing time. Luckily for you, we have answers. So, is there some kind of forum or space wherein we can explain what's wrong with you?
You see, as you're trying to talk to him, hold on a second. Find.
We walk out and we try to talk to him. Must construct additional overlords.
You see an elvish man step up and like sort of push past some of the other people. And says, just who are you?
Thanks, Brian.
The nameless few at your service.
What are you doing here?
Clearly saving your ass. So maybe tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
He just sort of stares at you, looks back, says, anyone seen Tarvish? And he's looking around.
Oh.
And he looks
Irish.
back at you guys. Like, who brought you here? You can give me an insight check for anyone who's paying attention to this.
Am I missing something? I swear there was like a big cloud that got us or something, right? Am I wrong about
Natural
that?
20, 25.
It's a big
Wow,
fog.
what an
There's a big
insight.
fog out there.
Okay.
Oh, the fog's
Just so
always
you know,
starting
I
to
got
become
a
more
natural
faint,
20 in
isn't it?
D&D Beyond.
Yeah. Dang, you rolled 20 in D&D Beyond as well?
Hell yeah. Double.
So
Dang, dude,
Wow.
double
Dang.
20.
you can tell from the natural 20 insight, this guy is probably like the next highest up on the chain, and he's trying to act the part, but he has no idea what's going on right now. He doesn't know. He doesn't trust you because he doesn't know you.
But he knows what that big monster was, right?
You don't know. Like, everyone seems very confused at the moment. Like, you can tell, like, from what you've seen, pieces are starting to come back to him, but they haven't put everything together yet. They're basically like they just woke up from a dream, and they're trying to figure out what's real, what's not.
Maybe we can fill in the pieces for you guys. What's the last thing that you remember?
Jeez. Make a persuasion check.
I will do that.
18.
With an 18.
He just looks at you, he's like, I remember just working.
But do you remember Pepperidge Farms?
Pepperidge Farms does remember. He's trying to. He doesn't remember what the last thing he remembers is. He doesn't want to open up to you.
Yeah.
About what he doesn't want to show any kind of vulnerability to you. So you're between you and Saturn, insight and persuasion. He does want to know what's going on, but he doesn't want to tip his hand at all to give you anything.
I'll sum up. Sailed
Before
around, something drew you in, took over your minds, and we saved you.
and while
He's
Merton's
for
telling him
years.
this, I just want to, like, while he hears this, I want to just make sure that this guy truly has no idea. Like, there's no foul play on his part for being involved in this whatsoever.
You can roll an insight check if you want. I'll keep Saturn's because he's been watching this whole time. But yeah, no,
Okay.
for 30-20, yeah, you guys both realize he is as he seems right now. He has everything I've told you is there's no trickery from him. And you say that, Merton, you say you sailed around, got drawn in here, and he starts to think, he's like, no.
Oh, you're originally from here, from this village.
Of course I am.
All right, so then you were already here. There seems to be some kind of foreign influence, a large hydra of sorts that slowly corrupted and gained control over the entire population from a mental standpoint, like controlled your minds. It was very odd. We showed up, y'all were like a hive mind, like one mind, 69 different people.
Nice. So as you're saying this to him, and those two, the guards that were in the cave with you when you killed it, they're sort of looking to him and like corroborating. He's like, yeah, we saw it. It was in there. And he's like starting to remember. He's like, well, seems maybe we do owe you a thanks that will be paid to you as not killing you before you leave, as you are now invading our home. So we
Invading?
appreciate what you've done, and because of that, we're not going to take your stuff before you leave. You start to see many of
I would
them.
really like to see you try.
You could try.
You see many of them start to sort of get in a different headspace and rally around this one guy, sort of to back him up. Yeah, yeah.
How many?
There's no ships here, right? Only ours.
No, there are other ships here.
There's a lot of small ones. That big one right there is ours, right?
The big one
If
is
it
the
isn't.
one that you guys took.
Yes.
And isn't it damaged? It's
Yeah,
damaged,
yeah,
right?
It's damaged. It's being repaired currently, but it is still damaged.
Counter offer. And there's 2 groups of entities, right?
So there's the what appear to be the pirates. We'll just call them the pirates. And then there's the crews that you were sent there to save. They're sort of standing off and watching all of this as you guys talk to them. And then across the bay, you see off in the distance the turtles appear to be having some conversations to themselves as well.
I'm gonna go check out the turtles.
Do these guys seem pretty freaked out right now? The way can I tell that they're freaked a little bit?
Which ones?
The guys we're talking to.
With a natural 20, yeah, they're not freaked out so much as confused. And now that they're starting to get it back, you can see that their aggression, they're getting more aggressive as they're becoming more sure of what's happening.
Be right back.
They're still probably,
You're like, this was a pirate cove, right?
yeah, they're still probably like altogether between 60 and 100 of them.
I'll say to him, counter offer. We saved all of you from becoming weird Hydra slaves. We're happy to leave. That right there, I point to the ship, is our ship. Once it's repaired, we're out of your hair. And in return, we don't smoke y'all for the ingratitude you're showing to not just leaving you as mindless lumps of human flesh for that thing in that cave way back there.
Make a this is a very high DC. Make a persuasion check.
Can I add to this with a little bit of intimidation?
Yeah, I'm gonna
What are you
walk
doing?
up behind him.
I'm going to cast Misty Step and appear right behind him, put my hand on his shoulder, and lean in and go, maybe you should listen to the man.
Okay. I will take that into account, but go ahead and roll just a flat persuasion check.
I was about to say, I'm gonna walk up kind of slowly behind him. I'm obviously bigger than all these guys, right? By a order of magnitude.
There are a couple guys that are Goliath sized, but for the most part, yeah.
Alright, I will roll a persuasion check as you have demonstrated. Da-da-da-da.
Teamwork makes the dream work, baby! Yeah.
I'll fireball him.
He looks at you and looks at Vonik. He shifts, jumps and looks at Saturn. Seems reasonable. Off you go then.
I'm cheering on the inside, but I'm staying stoic in game.
Yeah,
Nothing short
I'd
of a
say-
natural 20 with a +8 would have gotten you that.
Hey, hell yeah, it seems reasonable. Saved
And
your
I will
ass.
just start to buff up a little bit and walk away.
Okay.
I'll add this before he leaves. Tarvish, what did he look like?
He describes Tarvish and is the leader of the ship that attacked you.
Oh, we offed that dude, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He describes him for you, and you obviously recognize the description. Well, have you seen him?
I'll just say, yeah, I am.
You better hope you don't. You're taking his ship.
Well, and I'll get kind of serious and somber with him and just say, I'm sorry. The monster it was evident that it clearly took. Some of you were controlled, and some of you were clearly resistant, and as a result, paid the ultimate price for that. I'm sorry.
He looks at you, and as you're saying this, you see his face sort of start to fall, and then a grin comes up out one side of his face. He goes, "Well, then I owe you more." He turns around. "All right, you pissants, I'm in charge now." He starts giving out orders. "We gotta get some ships going. You over there."
And I'll just say, aye, aye, Captain.
Aye, Captain. All hail the new pirate king.
Exactly.
All right, Teztuzmo is going to the turtles. Where are the rest of you going?
Back
The
to
boat.
the ship.
Yeah, back to the ship. See if we can help with repairs.
Okay.
I'll go keep an eye on Teztuzmo.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick around.
And go alone.
Did we get the name of this guy?
Morden.
Morden.
Captain
I'll stick
Morden.
around. You-
I didn't. Okay. I didn't think that through all the way. All right.
I'll stick around. I have a couple more words for him, but you can
He wasn't the captain when I named him.
roll through Teztuzmo
Okay.
and the rest if you want.
He's
And
kind
go
of
back.
off-brand. He's more like Commodore Morden.
I'll have more.
Commodore
Yeah.
Morden.
Off the door.
Admiral Morden. All right, Teztuzmo, you walk over to where the turtles are,
Yes, my people.
and they are sort of chatting with each other. He's trying to figure out what's going on still.
Okay. Let me get over to that area. I get a good point of view. What's over there? Okay. I'm gonna go around and tell people like sort of what happened. Like I'm gonna tell them about like how there's a giant monster that attacked them, or that invaded their minds, got
Okay.
in their heads, and took control.
They they buy it. They seem much more willing to talk to you than any of the pirates were to talk to the rest of the group. They say, "Oh, well, thank you. I guess we owe you."
That's it. No, you don't owe me anything. I'm just helping out, trying to be a helpful soul. I'm also gonna try and look for the people that look like me.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough to find. They're over. They're listening to you tell this off, a few feet away, and they look. You see them sort of looked panicked and look at each other, and you see them start talking to each other.
All right. I'll ask them if they know what happened before they got on the island.
They look at you and say, thank you for helping. We've lived here our whole lives, but we have to leave soon. How long? Do you know how long it's been?
How long have we been on the island so far?
You've been there for 3 days, I think.
Okay.
I want to go
I've
to
only
the,
been on
the,
I've
the
only been on the
piracy
island
stop.
for-
Wait, what?
Sorry. How long ago did the piracy stop? Wasn't it
Decades
unexpected?
ago.
I say we think it's been a long time. I say you live on this island. Why do you need to leave?
Well, we left something important somewhere that we didn't know, but now we have to go find it.
Do you not remember the important thing?
Make a persuasion check for me.
Oh no.
I'll say Teztuzmo. I don't think that's any of our business.
Alright, what was the persuasion?
I just laughed. Says the guy that like runs in every time.
14. You see that it's a male and a female, and the male looks sort of down at the ground and goes, "Well, we knew something was happening because of the black veins, so we took the egg we had. We took it inland and left it there. But then it took over and we came back, but we have to go find it. How long did you say you think it's been?"
My insight check doing anything for me passively?
Make an insight check if you want to make
'Cause
one.
Michael's insight check is kicking in.
10?
Mark
Yeah,
doesn't care.
How old am I? I'm like in my 60s, aren't I?
I don't remember if you said 50 or 60. I think you said 50.
I wrote it down. I remember I did. It's somewhere in here. It exists somewhere.
I'm pretty sure we decided it was 50.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'll find it later. I'll tell him it's probably been like. I tell him I'd say that you guys have probably been here for over 50 years.
Well, what makes you say that?
I give a weird look also. It's a great thing to say. I say you gonna be all right with that crowd over there? They don't seem as sociable as you. I point to the pirates.
Oh, no. They used to live like on the other part of the island, but when they found us, they sort of made us fish for them. And then I guess when the thing took over, we just became the fishermen. I don't know.
How many turtles are here?
Probably like 40 or 50.
And how many will fit on our boat? If we, is it possible to
Ooh,
offer
maybe
transport?
maybe 20 or so. I mean, there's tons of smaller boats here. They just
They have their own boats, right?
Yeah.
They'd have to.
yeah, they have tons of boats here. They're just not as big as yours. And like maybe we could try to. Some of us can maybe leave while they're sort of figuring out what's going on. But
Yeah, we can
we
take a
also
canoe
don't
if
know
you-
if we want to
if
leave.
you
I
want.
mean, this is where many of us have lived our entire lives.
So, how much do you guys remember from being on the island?
It's still muddy. Just remember that we were supposed to. It's slowly coming back, but mostly I just remember fishing, cleaning fish, cooking fish, catching fish.
You know where the fish were going to?
Yeah, all of us, we ate them.
Oh. Okay. How does I'm curious on how this thing worked. Like, did you guys still have like control over your bodies, or was you in full control? This is.
I remember having this a few weeks or whenever, a few months ago. So what do you do here? We fish. No,
We are the fishermen.
what's your job here? We fish. I think I remember this conversation.
I remember, yeah.
So we were reluctantly feeding the pirates before, but after we were taken over, it wasn't even a matter of being reluctant or not. We simply did it.
And you are the fisherman, though, right?
We're very good at it.
Very good.
So she's not even here.
I yell from the boat. Are those the fishermen?
Those look like the fishermen.
Those look like the fishermen.
Okay. One more question.
Okay.
With the egg that you left, what would you done if it was hatched in it? What would you guys have done then? If the egg hatched? Because you wouldn't really know where it's.
If you say 50 years, I'm sure it has hatched. We just have to go find it.
I say we're going back to Brable or something. I don't know where we're going.
I thought we were going to the promised land.
Hey, wait. I might be able to help find this egg of yours. Do you guys know where you
Where are we
guys
going there,
left it?
Moses?
Well, there was like a city. There was like a city that he was talking about earlier.
Just gotta park that seat where it's.
Gotta park that sea.
Lock
I
on
could park the
through,
sea with
baby.
just a punch, dude.
Are we not going back? Are we continuing on? Oh, we haven't found what's his face yet, have we?
Juan.
Yeah.
Juan Wilson.
Juan. No.
Juan Wilton.
Juan Wilton. Juan Wilton.
They describe the place they left their egg, and it's very familiar to you, Tessismo.
Okay. I'm gonna tell him where I was born.
I say, look, to Tez Tuzmo, it's their business. Just let them be.
Shut up, old man. This is my backstory. My business.
My backstory.
Not your business.
They look at you and they Tack? We were going to name you Tack.
Does that name sound familiar at all?
No.
Do you remember when you were a baby?
Do you remember when you were in your shell?
Yeah, before you were a baby.
I mean, like, this is supposed to be like movie story arc moments, all right?
Yeah, the name doesn't. I mean, yeah, you have no connection to that name at all. Just like as you have no connection to this island at all because you've never been
He goes,
here.
Papa.
Oh,
Paw.
He looks and says, you have your mother's eyes.
I don't know how to reply to that. I say thank you.
I say, thank you, Father.
What? You have to stay and tell us about your life. I'm sorry we missed most of it.
It's not your fault. It's the thing's fault. But it's
And
dead
at
now.
this time, you're starting to realize, like, you appear to be like 20-ish years older than these people.
Martin's
Why do I
very
gotta be so
confused.
old?
Yeah,
So
they ask you
is-
to stay and chat.
Yeah, I'll stay and chat with them for a little while. They're working on the boat, right? That's not my job.
Someone's working on the boat.
The party is.
I think the crew that you
tell
brought
Martin.
with you.
I'm gonna tell Martin to go back to his boat and leave me alone. This is family matters.
Shut up, old man!
Shut up, old man. You're really
Say-
butting into my turtle
I
story
said,
here.
I said, I don't know what's going on here, but we're leaving pretty soon, and if you and whoever these people are want to come with us, they're welcome to it. I'm going back to the boat.
Wait,
Fine by me.
how old is Tez Tuzmo?
He's 50.
How old's Merton?
65.
Oh, okay, you are older than him.
You're both
How
grumpy
many-
old men.
Shut up, old man.
Yeah.
How many people do we
I'll
have to
show
bring
you,
on the
sonny.
ship that we came here to save? Don't we have to bring back quite a few people? With us
You do,
anyways?
but their ships are in the bay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we were coming here for like a mission.
Yeah, stay.
we had a reason to be here.
Sorry, I got caught up in all the murder.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, is there anything else anyone wants to do while you're here?
Yeah, I'll approach Captain Mordrin.
Okay.
I'm telling my life story to the family.
Okay, they are just, they're pretty enamored with you after figuring out that you are their son.
Bye.
Yeah.
Their oddly old, wrinkly son.
Yeah, they're trying to figure all that out. I'm like, wow, that's weird. Okay, Jace, what are you saying
How
to?
far? Where are we at in the world geographically?
The ocean.
Well, I will show you back on the other.
Ocean. No, we're on an island.
You're right. You got me.
There's a rock. I'm sorry, from that conversation, even though I wasn't there, we were to infer that they were like mind controlled for decades?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, you guys start putting some of this together based on the fact that the pirate incursions stopped happening decades ago. So yeah, and you put some of that together. You guys are like right in. Hold on a second.
I'll sum up when I get back to the boat, and I'll say, I don't know what's going on over there, but something about Tezuzmo thinks he found some other turtles, and he thinks they're his parents for some reason.
Wait a minute.
But they're younger than him. I don't know how things work around here.
When they are one, do they age slower?
I don't know. I think we should just leave.
That's how I think so.
Yeah, we
I
gotta
thought
get
we should leave before we even got off the boat. Then I had to
But,
fight a goo hydra.
If some of them turtles want to come with, I think we should let them come with us.
Yeah, for food.
Yeah.
Turtle soup is really good.
I hear they're good fishermen.
yeah. I've heard tall tales of their fish.
Alright, so you guys are in, like,
I
right
bet
in,
Tuzma would be a good fisherman.
within
Throw that
this
javelin
archipelago
and then-
here.
Bring
But not
that.
His hands
like
fish.
how much further from. This is Bloomshire, right?
Is that where we're
'Cause-
going, Bloomshire?
The ships were on their way to Bloomshire, if I remember, right?
Yep, they were taking a route that goes through here, because normally they
Brable?
go. Yeah, normally they like give the archipelago a real wide berth, and sort of come down through here, and then go east. But Wilton decided he wanted, since the pirates had been gone for decades, he was like, let's see if we can make up some time and cut right through here, and maybe they can get back in the same day, kind of thing.
So how far are we from Bloomshire? Do we have an idea of how far it is?
I mean, you
use
could
travel.
get there in about a half day
Okay.
or less. It's close.
Last question from looking at our sheep.
That's the turtles.
How much more repair needs to take place on our ship before it's functional?
To get it fully completed, probably another 5 days. But you could make it to Bloomshire after maybe another day of repair.
'Cause we've been here for at least a day or two, right?
Yep. But you guys rammed
Okay.
into the reef when you came in.
Right. Yeah. And are we worried about the reef on the way out? Is that
Maybe.
something we're gonna have to navigate? Okay. All right.
Now, when we got here, that funk showed up while we were sailing here, not when we got here.
yeah, like a thick fog, right?
Yeah, it is still foggy around the island.
Flark.
Yep.
Sorry, Isaac. Still foggy.
It is currently still foggy. Yeah. Outside, once you get past the island, there's a big wall of fog still.
Do we get the feeling that that is the reason for our infection, or was it like?
We'll call it an investigation check.
I
Can I do like an
investigate as well, 'cause this
Arcana
is
check
what I'm
on that?
Curious about this.
Yeah, anyone who wants to try to figure this out, just make either like Arcana or investigation or something that you can justify how it works, and I will.
I think
Tell
I'm
you what
laid
you
back.
know, what you can figure
I'm
out.
not very good at Arcana or investigation.
24.
It seems like, yeah, with the 24, I would say that you figure out that the fog likely was helping to carry the infection. But as is the case with like big monsters that have a domain, it is likely that fog will start to subside in the next few days.
That's cool.
So if that happens, then yeah, that's probably what is going on.
That's cool. All right. With that, I'll approach Captain Mordred, newly appointed. Captain, curious to see if you've ever done any smuggling near Bloomshire.
He says, he looks at you, so we don't smuggle. We plunder.
Just saying, smuggling, pirating, plundering, we're all breaking the law, but I have some experience in the reef nearby and throughout the city. We're obviously stuck here until our ship's repaired. If there's anything that you would like to know about the surrounding area or what have you, I'd be happy to fill you in. I'm happy to help out. I have experience around ships, docks, pirating, plundering, smuggling, what have you. Same to me.
He sort of takes you aside and goes, well, it seems we've missed out in the last 50 years. What can you tell me about shipping lanes?
And I'll just like share with him everything that I know about the local area. Like I'm pretty much only familiar with the local. Well, I mean, I probably know a little bit about the whole Ledric Sea, but primarily the
You should lie
Bloomshire
to
area.
him so that way you can
Okay.
get caught really easily. That was a really bad situation. Just saying.
I'll
So
share
you-
with him a bit of what we did too. Actually, let me ask. Like, are you familiar with? Wait, the Aegis has been around for a while, right?
Age has
Okay,
been around
never
for a long
mind.
time.
Never mind.
Yeah, he asks about the Aegis, actually. It's like, what are they up to?
No good. Still, obviously. In fact, we were not fans. In fact, they have been a thorn in my side, personally and professionally.
That sounds like them.
And I just kind of share, like, a little bit of our human smuggling exploits and nature of that process.
Okay. Over the course of the conversation, basically, he conveys to you that, yeah, we've got about 50 years of makeup pirating that we've got to do, so we got to get these ships up and going.
And I'll just share with him, like, as a result of the absence of time, merchants are probably a little bit more ballsy with the archipelago, obviously, because you guys haven't been around, so... And I'll share, like, that's why we're here. In fact, let's talk about that. In your jail cells, I think you might be surprised to see who is in there. Some of your crew may be captured still, as anybody that happened to resist that mind control, if you will, was held captive until the Hydra decided it was time for a snack. We're actually looking for someone that may have come through and been captured. Do you mind if we just visit the cells, see if our target may be here?
He says, oh, yeah, you better go let him out.
Your people, too, potentially, I'm sure.
But yeah, he tells you, like, do whatever you want. Just
Okay.
hurry up and leave, please.
We'll, we'll be on our way as soon as repairs are finished. Thank you.
I got nothing to do.
And then I'll go to the cells with anybody. I'll tell the crew, like, hey guys, this is the conversation I just had. Apparently, our boy might be held still.
Yeah, I forgot about that too. I'm gonna go let them beat
Yeah.
that.
I'll go with you in case we need to.
I will go as well.
Okay, yeah, you guys go down there and talk with the guards that come over there, that were there with the keys. You find them, get the keys without too much of an issue. Let those people out. They were all... Anyone that was in those cells was part of the crews that you were there to rescue. There's no pirates down there.
Is Juan, are you here?
You find him up above. He was not in the cells.
Okay. He wasn't.
Nope, he was up
Oh,
above
because he's
working.
mind controlled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You're all invited to the ship out there. That one. You're more than fine to hang out with us. And we're going to be headed to Bloomshire here shortly to finish our journey, our voyage, and we'll drop you off there. Or you all are welcome to stay with the pirates. It's alright. It's up to you.
Over a conversation about that, you will find that they're just like, we've got our own ships. We're just going to take the rest of the day to make sure we've got everything we need. As long as you guys are going to still be here, and then we're going to go in the morning.
Very well. Be sure to,
They kind of
let
realize
everyone.
that you guys are the buffer between them and the pirates, so they want to make sure you're going to be around while they get their stuff together before they can leave.
Let your employers know the nameless few are the reason that they're finally getting their goods to Bloomshire, and we'll accept any form of payment. Copper, not copper. Actually, that's too poor for us.
Gold.
Silver, gold, platinum. Is our preferred method.
Juan does walk up to you. Says, "Who sent you?"
Let's have that conversation on our ship, shall we?
Okay.
I don't think we want this to be common knowledge amongst these folk.
Was it Mr. Wilton?
I assume we're back on our ship.
He asks you that before you start leaving, but if you want to just not say anything until you get there, that's fine too.
Hey, like I said, I don't think that it would be good for people to know the extent of the pockets
Okay.
that were involved in us being sent here.
All right. I'll go with you. He's like points to some other people. Keep doing the stuff you're doing. Getting ready to go. And he goes with you to your ship.
I presume you're Juan.
That's me.
It's nice to finally meet you. We're the nameless few, and we're here to rescue you. You are indeed correct. Mr. Wilton sent us.
You can see him trying to figure out how much you know. Well, it's a good
I'll
thing
ask
he
you,
said
Isaac. I'll ask you, Isaac. How much do we know?
Well, I mean, you were told that Juan was Mr. Wilton's son, and to keep it under wraps. And that, I mean, he was sent these ships to try to make up time to turn a better profit, is what you were told. But give me an insight check.
I just can't remember from months ago.
Yeah.
Right. I'll burn a sorcery point for that one. Oh, I got a nat 20 in D&D Beyond, of course. Let's do that one again. Dude, Paul, don't lie. Jeez.
Yeah, he's just looking at you. He's trying to figure something out. But yeah, that's you. I mean, basically, you know what I just said. I think I don't think I missed anything.
Listen, we know that you're Mr. Wilton's son.
You, I mean, visibly see him shift in his seat. He told you, huh? Did you meet him, or did you just have someone else tell you?
I can't remember.
You have not met him.
Oh, we met him. You should have seen the tears running down his face. He seemed quite worried about you.
Make a deception check. 17. He sort of looks over at you. Really?
No, not really. We didn't meet him.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well,
listen, Juan.
I would prefer you didn't tell anyone. Into
Tell anyone.
Trying to make a name for myself without him, you know.
Oh, okay. Juan, we should say that you were an objective of us coming here, specifically you. I won't lie and tell you that you were the sole objective. However, that is part of our quest here, is to find you.
Well, I hope you made him pay you well.
Well, what do we look like?
Paid us at all yet?
He was not going to pay you at all.
Pay us.
This is where you're not getting anything out of me. I don't have it. But yeah, he wasn't paying you at all. This was part of Merton getting out of jail.
Oh, for real?
Dang, Martin, you screwed us from the past. We couldn't even remember it.
Oh.
If you don't mind, I assume you don't want to go back and see your father. Could we get maybe something in writing to say that we did find you and that you are okay?
Oh, I'll see him again. I'm trying to make a name for myself, but gotta take what you can get, and right now the best work I can get is from him. So it's complicated, you know?
Well, then you're not making a name for yourself. You're just
not there
using
yet.
your father's
Nobody
power.
asked you, big man.
Well, I mean, you just contradicted yourself. It was pretty. It was low hanging fruit. On one hand, you go, "I'm trying to make a name for myself," and then on the other hand, you go, "But I work exclusively for my father."
I'm saving up the money to make my own industry. You know.
Oh, so you're like, you had a small loan of $1 million.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Never took nothing from my father except for millions of dollars.
Yep, you guys nailed it. That's what's happening here.
I'm a self-made man. All right.
Well, he has his own ship.
Yeah, they have the two ships that you were there to get are still there. And each of them is making its making ready.
Okay.
I assume we are going to see him first, so we do need something to say that you are alive.
Cut off a finger.
Yes.
This is, I'll sign something, I guess, if you want.
I'm just gonna encourage him, like, at least ride with us out. Clearly, let's just see this through.
It's like,
There's strength in numbers, and
I will leave when you guys leave, but I have responsibility still.
Been for how long has he been here? He's been here for a while, right? I remember he's been here for. Your responsibilities, they're done. Nobody's expecting that order. You already failed. You can turn around, head home.
yeah. What were you?
I don't think that's how this one works. He still needs to deliver them, but
What was your cargo?
It was just most
Cabbages,
grains
they're all
and
raw.
stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Dry goods.
That's real. I was hoping it was like produce. I don't know. Yeah, we're getting a whole lot of nothing out of this quest.
Yeah, Merton not in prison.
jail.
Yep.
So left him there. Jeez. He went out of one prison and into another.
And
we're
I will
gonna
tell you
leave
that
tonight. Good luck with the pirates.
you guys do remember, like, this deal was not made with Wilton at all. This was made with the jailer.
Did he? Yeah.
Jailer.
Yeah.
Jailer.
And he was kind of like a little shifty about it. So
Good on DL kind of thing.
yeah.
Let's work for free.
So is there anything else you guys want to do?
Get
Get
that
back to
long
my
rest.
parents.
Yeah, get
Okay.
a long rest. Get on that boat.
So
Get outta
before we cut out of here, you guys will get a long rest because you didn't travel anywhere. You just fought. So you'll get a long rest overnight. I want. Well, David, roll 2d20s for me.
2d20s?
Yep.
Okay. 15 and a 6.
Okay. So you guys wake up the next morning on the boat. Where are you staying for the night, Testuzmo?
I'll be staying at parents' house.
Okay. So you awake in the morning. When you reach down for your gear, your javelin, when you touch it, it gives you a little bit of a shock. And you start to look over it, and it has changed. It's changed a bit. And I'll put that in your bag for you to inspect later, and we'll talk about that next time. But as you walk in to find your parents, they are both just like vacuum desiccated. They are husks and dead.
No! No! That was his entire... This was gonna be like Tuzmo's retirement. This is me planning if Phaedrix was gonna come back from the dead or something. You ruined it. Dang it.
Dude, they saw their pictures of their own paint. They saw their own painting in the attic, like that movie.
Yeah, this
50
some
years
Dorian Gray
coming
shit.
back real quick.
Dorian Gray? Is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
Oh,
They got Dorian Gray.
What the frick? No.
And as you guys sort of wake up from the boat and you start to hear people screaming, you look out, and anyone that was like human or some other race that doesn't live very long, They're just finding all these dead bodies as they rapidly aged over the course of the evening, over the course of their sleep.
That
So,
was
like,
rough.
do we have an idea of how much of the island this happened to? This is like the next morning, right?
All humans.
Yeah. So any humans, like the Morden, he's an elf, so he's visibly a little older, like about 50 years older, but he's fine. He's alive.
50 years is what? Nothing.
Yeah. But yeah, although like the humans, anyone that was already like in their 30s, like some of them lived and they're just really old, but you needed to roll pretty high for both of them to live, and you needed like a 17 for one of them. 15 was not enough.
No.
Well,
I'm surprised turtles don't live a long time.
I know, it's so dumb.
how about we just get the hell out of here?
Well, hold on. How?
They're the pirate problem too.
Yeah,
Boom! Double
exactly.
whammy.
What do we like? What percentage of the population has now just been like thought up?
Desiccated.
Yeah.
It's probably like 20%, because there was a
Okay.
lot of dwarves, gnomes, other races. There was only about 20% human. So
I was gonna say like
the
if everyone's
turtles though,
dead,
the turtles are pretty wrecked. Like a lot of them are gone. And the ones that remain are pretty old looking now and like feeble looking. There was not a lot of young turtles over there.
I was just if there's like
No.
I don't know. I was thinking like there's probably a lot of stuff left for us to snag and take. If everybody's
What's wrong with you? No.
Dude, your parents don't need it anymore. They're dead.
yeah.
No. Alright, well,
Oof.
Test Gizmo is
Oof.
shocked and he's very sad because his entire mission just failed. Just
I don't-
saw his parents as just ash and dust.
He goes, "No, my mummy."
And as you stand there looking at them and like going through these emotions, your javelins start to get electricity like running all over them, and they have transformed into a same but different weapon.
Same but different.
Okay.
So
I
your
feel kind of concerned
EV
about that.
your
lightning
EV
problem,
evolved
though,
into
because it's a
electron.
fire hazard.
It's a Tesla javelin now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wake up to screams.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
'cause it's
wake
just
up to
ash
screams.
and
Everyone's
dust.
like finding these vacuum desiccated corpses.
They're vacuum sealed, dude. They're probably beef jerky, dude. If they
We have
age
the
that
biggest
fast.
ship in the bay.
Yes. Yeah, our ship is enormous because it was the king of the pirate ships, dude.
We're the king of the pirate ships. We're
Alright,
taking
well, the
that
return of
shit,
Atrix will have to wait, I guess.
dude. We
Yeah,
now
yeah.
have
Challenge here is to try to figure out what video is Eric watching by the reflection of his glasses.
Not
Yeah,
a video.
for
So
What is it?
It's the trees flying around as I
Oh,
fly
you're
through
moving
them.
them
Yeah.
around? It's like you're
No,
driving.
I'm not moving the trees. I'm like flying through them like I'm a
Yeah.
race car
I
dodging
thought you were
the
watching
trees.
like some sort of
yeah. I have to admit
point of
that's my
view
favorite thing.
race car thing or something.
No. I was just driving through the trees while you guys talked, and then like even when I'm talking, I'm still just like flying around like an idiot. That's in the podcast too.
Question is, do you like to right click and drag, or do you like to?
No,
I
I
like the
WASD move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
WSD. I just
And, like,
it's not very
I just go around
fast
the
though, right?
circle. That's just me.
Well, the trees on this map are perfect for it. They're like spaced far
Yeah.
enough away that you can do like a little pod racer kind of style, like dodge the
The bull-
trees kind of game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the bull ball always wins, dude.
Yeah.
I just go around the circle around the entire map.
Yeah. So-
so yeah, that's unless you guys have anything else, questions or anything else you wanted to do while you were here, we can leave with you guys leaving the bay. We can end with you guys leaving the bay. You all do get a level. So for next time.
Is there
And-
any other? I want
Look
to
at
Shanghai
these
another
stars, that's
boat,
awesome.
dude.
Alright.
Got
You would be hard pressed to get another boat because you don't have another crew.
Another crew, yeah. But I just, oh man.
In fact,
I
you're
just see this-
going to be hard pressed taking the boat you have because the crew that is running it is going to go back out and get the boat that they left, and you're going to be running both of those at like half crew, just trying to limp
That's
back.
right.
We'll tie them
Okay.
together.
I'll just
Yeah.
let everybody know that if things get out of hand, we could just teleport back to the tower.
Oh, I want both.
Yeah, boats are
Well,
cool.
Amass an armada.
You want us to go ahead and roll
like
dice?
sustainable income.
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll hit dice.
All right. Tesmo, you're
Gained a level. Also, long rest, right?
Yes.
Here it goes into the
Oh.
water.
level
Gosh, so hot.
My hit die.
6.
Right in the
You
middle.
guys go to the builder first.
8. Oops.
My hit die's a D10.
You can do it in either order. Just roll.
We roll ones.
Yep, reroll once. Roll
Am
your
I
hit
a
dice and
Ooh, a
Sorcerer's
1 to
a
an 8.
D6.
nice. I believe sorcerers are a D6. Yeah.
Come on, baby. Hoo-yah!
Man, 2 max rolls already.
So then I just add 6 to the rolled HP section.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Or do I hit level up first?
You level up.
Level up.
Either way, it's the
8.
same thing.
And then 1,
What a
2,
one!
3, 4,
Reroll
5,
them ones.
6.
Oh, we have to re-roll 1.
Yeah, reroll ones for hit dice.
10 more.
1 again.
Reroll it again. 'Cause there you go.
5.
Not
Because getting a
bad.
1
There
on
you
a
go.
level up hit die feels bad, so we reroll.
What do we get at level 8? Oh, ability score improvement or a feat. Nice.
Is that everyone?
Yes, the good one.
I think that's everyone.
No, hang on. I haven't done mine yet.
Okay.
I'll figure out spells and all that.
It's
stuff
everyone's
later.
max
I'm not
HP
gonna
now.
mess with that.
So we're not going to be here next week. We're gonna go to like a every other week rotation right now. We're still discussing if we're gonna do something on those off weeks, but I'll let everyone know as soon as we've decided. But we won't be here next week. So week after next, we'll come back to this.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you,
5.
Make
everyone,
good.
for your understanding.
So yeah, that's it for tonight. Thank you guys for playing. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye.
Hey!
Alright.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is everyone's
So
max
I,
HP?
69
So I
max.